opinion, but how will these overnight cues impact our own markets? We have a research team joining in to tell you just that, the market setup, the stocks that are going to be in the news, and the action from the F&O space as well. Let me go across to Sudarshan first up. He's joining us to tell us all about the market cues that we need to watch out for today. Hey Sudarshan, good morning.
Good morning, Sona. So, cues from the global markets are mixed, but we'll have to see if we follow the global cues or have our own move just like yesterday. Let me start with US market. It was a range-bound session. Dow Jones has gained 0.3% to post record close, while other two major indices, S&P 500 and Nasdaq, have ended with minor cuts ahead of the inflation data. For our market, it was a one-way move after start in the green, and it was all about PSU companies. Nifty PSU index fell nearly 4% yesterday, and remember, it just hit record high 3 sessions ago, and from that level, it's down more than 7%. And just on Monday, all the PSU companies together have erased market cap of more than rupees 3.5 lakh crore. On your screen, you can see the fall some of the PSU companies have seen on Monday after their earnings, which were either weak or below expectations. SJVN was down 20%, NHPC fell 16%, IRFC was down 14%, Mishra Dhatu fell 13%, and GMDC was down 13%. And some other PSU companies that saw profit booking were New India Assurance, which was down 15%, ITI fell 14%, IRCON fell 13%, RVNL and BEML were down 11% each. Coming to some stocks that saw huge deliveries, Zomato continues to see huge deliveries. On Monday, it saw deliveries of more than rupees 750 crore. Other notable names are from PSU basket. NHPC saw deliveries of rupees 739 crore, IRFC more than rupees 500 crore, and SJVN almost rupees 400 crore. On to institutional activities, both FIs and DIs were buyers in the cash market. GIFT Nifty is indicating a start in the green, but we'll have to see if we manage to hold on to gains.
Okay, all right. So it was a session where we did see big fall across the board. But Sudarshan, stay on. Tell us about the other stocks that we'll be keeping on our radar today.
So I'll start with Hindalco. It will in focus. Novelis has reported Q3 earnings. Adjusted EBITDA was up 33% year-on-year. Profit ex special items up 81% year-on-year. Company has increased capex to $4.1 billion, which is 64% higher than the initial estimate. Coal India headline numbers were better than estimates. Revenue was at 36,154 crore against poll of 35,208 crore. Margin was at 31.5% against estimate of 25.8%. Sale, EBITDA and margin were higher than the estimate, but volumes have disappointed, were down 8% year-on-year. Repco Home Finance loan growth continues to remain weak. Numbers were below estimates. Disbursements were down 5% sequentially. HEG weak Q3 margin was at a 2-year low. Operating profit was down 34% year-on-year. Dilip Bilkon revenue was up 24%. Margin is up more than 600 bips year-on-year. Other stocks, other companies that might react to earnings will be Kirloskar Oil, Galaxy Surfactants, Sansera Engineering, Phoenix Mills, Allcargo Logistics. In other news, Quess Corp Income Tax Department has reduced original demand to rupees 141 crore from rupees 300 crore. Orient Pro Solutions to issue shares via preferential basis at rupees 2,215 per share. JSW Energy has bagged order for 500 megawatt wind power projects from Solar Energy Corporation of India.
Okay, all right. That's a long list that we have to take care of today. Thank you so much, Sudarshan, for joining us. Finally, let's talk about the F&O space. Nigel is joining us now. Hey, Nigel.
Well, hey, Sonal. Yesterday was actually a big trading session. Both the Nifty and the Nifty Bank were under pressure. But there was no big shorting that we saw in yesterday's trade. The FIs, though, they added some short positions. They added close to 4,000 short contracts. Takes the short positioning to around 66% odd. On the option side, there was writing that was seen at around the 21,700, 21,900 call as well. Between them, they added close to around 65 lakh shares out there. And that's what took the PCR to around 0.85. Remember, normally we see the markets bottom out or, see a bit of a bounce once we go to that 0.65 to around 0.7. What are the levels we're looking at? Well, support levels I'm looking at 20 and the 50 DMA on the Nifty. While on the Nifty Bank, the 200 DMA, we ended around there yesterday. The recent high comes up for you on the screen. Also watch the Nifty Financial Services Index that plays out its weekly expiry today. Back to you.
Okay, all right. Thank you guys for joining us and prepping us up for this trading day ahead.